How much money would it take for you to sell out
Uh, fucking ham sandwich.
a ham
What?
sandwich?
What? I am easily bought. What am I? Depends who I'm selling out to.
That's true. I mean, yeah. I mean, I could sell out for a ham sandwich if you take away the bread.
Bread's so good though. Give me extra
Yeah,
bread.
but
I'll eat your bread.
it's so bad.
It is.
It's so bad.
Yeah. What's the good bread? Sourdough.
There's none.
Not even sourdough.
Everybody will tell you sourdough, but they're wrong.
They're liars. They're
They're
liars.
liars. Yeah. I
They're
mean,
what's wrong with the world.
it is what's wrong with the world. Yeah. No, I've been thinking a lot about selling out.
Like you
You-
want to?
Well,
Or you're
man,
thinking about the concept.
sometimes as a kid,
Uh-huh.
as a 20-year-old, as a in my 20s,
That's a
and
child.
it's a younger person anyway. I'm still a child. I'm 51 years old and I'm still a child. But the idea of selling out at 20 was so awesome because you would have the money to just live comfortably.
Right?
And I think that when you do that, you don't realize, I mean, it's probably a good thing no one offered me to sell, offered me the chance to sell out when I was in my 20s.
We
Because
got to define sellout first.
that's true. How would you define it?
Going against what I don't know.
Yeah,
Going against
that's
what
the way
we
I would consider it going
Green Day.
against
Going corporate.
going corporate. Green Day
Yeah.
going corporate.
Do they sell out? I heard that once. I don't know.
People say that. I don't know if it's true.
Real big
Um,
fish.
yeah, yeah, that's probably why you get that idea because
You're right.
uh no, but Green Day seriously, I kind of get it. They Music's hard to say because you work with a producer
Hmm.
and they worked with a really, really good producer who knew how to get the best out of them. And it was just everything was just the right time and everything.
I think once you hit a certain level of popularity, if it isn't all done by yourself, by you're going to be viewed as a sellout.
That's true. That's true. They they sold 100 and some thousand albums out of their car.
Did they really?
Their first
How?
album. They I, Now I don't know this to be sure. I think they were San Francisco. I don't know what city they were actually from, but I think San Francisco. And they were the kings of the punk scene there, I think. But I don't think I think it was just out of the trunk of they say that kind of stuff that out of the trunk of my car.
That's what
But
MC Hammer did.
Motley Crue, I think the first album that was a demo they did for like 7 grand, and which was a lot of money in 1980, 81, whatever year it was.
How much
And
money?
7 grand, I think. One guy will say five, one guy will say seven. And I think they sold 35,000 before before Elektra came in and took the.
Does the internet make that easier to do or harder? Was it easier then without the internet and just hitting the pound of the pavement?
I don't know. I've never. Hmm. I think I think that selling out is a whole different thing than it was then. But when you like Motley Crue wanted to be big, they wanted to be huge. They thought they were the biggest band in the world, even though they were playing small clubs.
Hmm.
So their goal was to get a record deal, but no one was looking at them at all. And it was post Van Halen, um, and really no one had really broken out of LA. I don't think at that point yet.
Were they considered glam rock?
Depends on who you talk to.
I'm talking to you.
Well, it depends on who you talk to. For me personally, I mean they fall under the hair metal line because they came from LA. They were a Hollywood band, so most Hollywood bands I would consider that. Um, the first album definitely has some glam elements to it from the 70s English glam
Uh,
and
um,
and the raspberries and so all kinds of fun stuff is involved in that. But yeah,
I didn't mean to open this can of worms. I'm sorry, bud.
it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I just hadn't really thought about it. A lot of
Yeah,
it
no,
is,
everyone can be bought. I think if you do, you can put a price. I'm cheap. It
I
would
don't,
probably depend on what I'd have to do to cross
right.
some
And I think
person.
that's part of it too. Like I said, when I was younger, I would have sold out fast. But then you don't realize how much you were owned.
I probably would sell out faster now than when I was younger.
Really?
Probably. At 20, I would have been too dumb to realize it was selling out. At
Okay.
30, I wouldn't have. Today, yeah, you can get me pretty easily. So anybody out there seeing this, I'm for sale.
Well, yeah, in my head, all these influencers that are getting like this magical 7 grand from Illinois. You know, JD Pritzker, he's giving people 7 grand to support, shows your support to Illinois once a
The
month, you
state.
know. Yeah. And I think about that. I'm like, when I was in my 20s, for sure, wouldn't have even cared if I believed it or not. I would just taken the money.
You wouldn't know?
Not know, not knowing what I know now. No.
Well, I wouldn't take that money, but other monies.
Other monies you would?
Other monies I would. I wouldn't take that money.
So, like when I was a kid, once again in the late 80s and early 90s, I would have taken the record deal, maybe. I By the time I was a senior, I'd already read enough about the business side of it to know
Mm.
that you get screwed over a lot.
But yeah, how is that selling? If your whole goal is to make it as a musician and someone comes knocking on your door with a dump truck full of money, how is that selling out? That's what you got into it for.
I mean, there's a point to be said about that. Um, but I think it's the fact that they own you. They own everything about you at that point. And especially
But,
now, any
but they
record
do
deal,
everyone.
but anything you do now, they own everything.
Record labels?
If you, yes, it's a 360, they call it a 360. So they get a piece of everything. If you sell merch, they get a piece of it. Any,
Really?
yeah,
But also with that, though, your goal was to do that.
right,
You know what I mean? So at 20, whatever, now you're 25, you've been grinding in local bars for 5 years. It's like, dude, when is this going to happen? And then
right.
someone knocks on your door, take my merch. You can have 100% of my merch. I'm still a millionaire. I'm still touring the world, boning bitches and doing blow and
Except
having
you're
the
not a
time.
millionaire.
What's that?
Except you're not a millionaire.
I don't think there's anybody that's signed to a record deal that's mainstream,
Well,
even from the time you know,
except you're not a millionaire now.
me.
No, just in general, if you sign that deal now, the
No,
record company owns everything. So the idea is basically in the music business, you got to look at um, the record company as a bank, and they're loaning you the money to make
right,
that record. So, however, however many dollars it takes to make that record, the record company's loaning that to you. So they get the first cut of all those record sales before.
right. And then
Okay. And then well, okay. So we'll say this is lowballing numbers, but let's say 100 grand to record an album.
mhm,
Okay. Um, and back in the day, we'll say you got $1 for every album you sold.
okay,
Okay. So you guys sell 100,000 copies just to make back what you borrowed to make that record.
right,
And then they're going to charge you for producing that record. So manufacturing that record. So
right.
however much that comes out to. So now you're up to 150,000 and now you start making money.
But they're going to market for you. They're going to get you on radio stations.
Maybe. That's not guaranteed.
Then
If
why would
they're
they? I mean, they would want you to succeed too, because the better you do,
in theory,
unless they're trying to sandbag you.
it's there. it's a lot of the same thing that goes on in social media and everything today.
Didn't something
Um,
happen like, okay, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I don't know. I was just thinking, didn't Taylor Swift something, didn't they own her, but she did something sneaky and got out of it?
Well, okay, so now you sign up usually for a number of albums.
Hmm.
And once you're through with that, they usually try to renegotiate. And there's a lot of business side that's really boring to hear about. But yeah, then what she's done is now she's re-recorded all her old songs. And the point of re-recording all her old songs is that when somebody comes and asks to put it in a movie or a TV show, she doesn't have to go ask the record company for that.
They don't own the rights to the songs?
Not, no, no. And Metallica fought really hard to get their master tapes so that they were in control of the master tapes.
Hmm.
There's a lot of business side to it. It's a crazy business.
Well, that's what Jew lawyers are for.
That's that's yes, they are.
And we're not Jew lawyers.
We're definitely not Jew lawyers. I don't even know a Jew lawyer.
No,
No, I know a Korean lawyer,
I've had to hire a few in my day.
but she doesn't work for she works for the government. She doesn't.
So she sold out.
She sold it. Well, I don't know. I don't know if she sold out or not.
She could be Korean lawyer in her own practice. She could own the rights to her intellectual property, but
Yeah,
instead, Uncle Sam's taking it.
right,
And she's not even American.
right. So a lot of guys today don't have the true record deals. Uh, most of the guys that we grew up listening to
Yeah.
have their own deals, or they run their own companies.
Started their own labels.
Yeah, which isn't hard. I mean, it costs you an LLC cost and all that, and they probably already had most of that business stuff set up for other things.
Set up by their Jew lawyers.
Probably, probably, yeah. I mean, LA's just probably full of them. That was a crazy place. Have you ever been there?
LA.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Oh
I was
man.
supposed to be there this past April, or maybe it's next April. I don't know. No, it's been a while though. It's been a few years.
Oh my gosh. We went in 04,
Mm-hmm.
04, spring of 04, because I knew Bob Barker was getting old, and I didn't think I would ever get a chance to go to The Price is Right.
You went
So,
to the Price is Right?
well, I tried to go to The Price is Right.
You went
So
to LA to go to the Price is
that
Right?
was the only reason I went. Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
You
So
are such a fucking nerd.
I am. I That's 100% true. So we got a hotel across from Television City and got up at like 3 in the morning, which wasn't hard because the time difference, and we got up at 5 anyway. So, you know, no problem. So I get up at 3 in the morning. I go outside to put something in the car or something. I don't remember what exactly I was doing, but you could see the one gate, and people were. That wasn't the gate you went to get into the studio. You had to
Mm-hmm.
go around the corner from where we were staying, and um, yeah, I knew we were in trouble because like three cars got turned away from the wrong gate,
Mm-hmm.
and so we didn't. We were way back in line. We went
Did
on
they
a
ever?
Monday, which was their two. So they would record two on Monday, one Wednesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then they'd have Fridays off. And I believe that's the Bill Maher studio where he does his show.
Right now? Or
Yeah,
when he did the he doesn't do that HBO show anymore, does
I
he?
think he does. I think
What
that's where.
what was that called?
Uh, I don't know.
He's a smarmy twat anyway.
He is. He's smarmy. But yeah, I remember. I knew we were too far back because what they do is because they're free tickets.
Right.
So they don't know who's showing up and who's not. So the idea is that you get in line and you get up there. I learned so much about LA and that, you you probably never listened to Something to Believe in by Poison.
I do know this. I'm familiar with it.
Okay, so there's, the homeless guys on the street and all that. And we get off the interstate and we're going to Television City on Beverly Boulevard. And we get off, and it's like Sanford and Son. You know what I'm talking about? It,
Yes.
it's trashy. It's not scary, but it's not the cleanest neighborhood. And then I don't know why, but I remember I'm driving along and I'm telling my wife, I'm like, right over there's a hill right there. I bet on the other side of that hill we're going to be in a totally different neighborhood. And we get to that hill, and then we're in some sort of industrial park. And that was crazy. Uh,
Scary or crazy?
no, it's just crazy because it was like how I had no idea. I'd never been to LA before, but
Yeah.
in my head, I just knew that there's going to be grass on the other side of this. There's no grass. It's all concrete, it's all Sanford and Son. And yeah, get to the grass. And then we got to the Television City studio. And we got in our checked in our hotel room, and there's a mall. It's got a trolley in the middle of it, right around the corner or right behind Television City. And we ate at a Johnny Rockets there. And this is the first time I went into a Jewish grocery store. Probably the only time I've ever been in a Jewish grocery store. It's right next door to the Television City.
To get some kosher wieners.
Well, I didn't know what it was. We were just thirsty. So I thought, we'll just go in here and get a pop. They didn't sell much pop, and they had a lot of things in there that I didn't know about.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a dumbass country boy.
H- How long were you out there for?
Okay, so we went to bed, got up in the morning, didn't get in. Oh, guys sleeping on the street. That was weird.
Never seen that before?
No, no,
Go out to
guys,
Chicago more.
middle of the street, middle of the sidewalk. You
Was he
see the
sleeping or did he overdose?
no, he was laying out a sleeping bag right next
I'm
to yeah. This is the one other crazy story about yeah. So he was doing that as we were walking around that night, and he was getting ready to lay down right in front of there. I'm like, that's you don't see that every day,
no,
especially in the country.
as good a place as any.
Uh, so we're standing in line, and we start moving up a little bit, and there's this bus stop, and it is just packed to the, it's just filled with garbage, and it was nuts. And then a rat ran out and ran back in. And next thing you knew, we were just talking with people around us, and the next thing you knew, all of a sudden, some homeless person's just moving around in there, shuffling all this garbage. I was like, "Holy crap! Somebody's living. They just allow this. This is crazy."
Hold on. My
Yeah,
mic acting.
that's cool. Uh-oh, there you
Okay.
are.
Froze.
Oh, you're
You
on a
should play.
different microphone now.
Yeah. I'm on the good one now. Or was the
Uh,
other one better?
the other one was better. Are you sure that's
Really?
not the one you were on?
Hold on. You're right. Wait. I don't have an option now.
Oh no,
Did it on nothing? Better?
yeah, a little better.
What is going on?
That's crazy.
It may have unplugged. No, keep talking. I'll figure this shit out.
Okay. So we finally get up to the gate, and they look at us and they're like, we were so late that we weren't going to get into the show. And they were like, well, if you come back at noon, we'll see who shows up and who doesn't out of the ones
Mhm.
that already said they were going to show up. So we would have been on reserve. And what happened was we flew into Vegas, we spent the night, and then we drove down to LA.
Okay.
Okay. And then we were going to go back to Vegas after after Price is Right anyway. And I was
Right.
like, we could sit here for 4 hours and do nothing, or we could just go back to Vegas. And so we just went back to
Yep.
Vegas.
That's kind of, yeah, I flew out to Vegas, went to LA, and then ended up going back to Vegas. Did that a few times. We should plan a trip out there.
Yeah, yeah, it should be fun.
We
Uh,
should.
yeah, you know people, right?
I know people out there.
Yeah, your mic went bad again.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get
There you go.
the one in front of me. I can't get noticed. So,
Huh.
um,
Oh, that makes sense because you did move back a little bit and it really got quiet.
well, this okay, yeah. So this say well, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking bore people with this shit. Um, yeah, you want to go to Vegas, dude, or Vegas in LA? Fly to Vegas,
Sometimes,
rent a car. I got people in both places.
sometimes I haven't flown in 15 years, probably 16 years.
I try not to fly.
I've not flown. I hate it. I hated it. I about got arrested from TSA, I think.
Really?
Oh, yeah, the last time we flew home from Vegas, uh, one of the TSA guys was got all military on me. Not
Okay.
on me personally, but everybody in line
Right.
started yelling like he was a drill sergeant, get in line. And I'm like, of course, I hadn't slept because we had a super early flight. I guess that wasn't the last time. Last time I actually took my grandma back. Brought my
When was
grandma
that?
back. I brought my grandma back home twice. So this
Where's
was
home for grandma?
she was living in Arizona and she was born here in Northwest Indiana. Lived here all her whole life, except for the end there. They were living in Arizona the last 20 years. No, not
Mm-hmm.
yeah, about 20 years or so.
We're in Arizona.
Sun City, which is northwest of Phoenix.
She's still there? She's still living?
No,
Damn it.
no.
Go
She
stay with
died.
her.
Yeah. I still have an aunt that lives in Sun City.
There we go.
Yeah,
We'll make a road trip out west.
yeah, yeah. Stay with Aunt Mary.
There we go.
Yeah,
And we'll stop at Vegas, Arizona, and LA.
yeah.
Hang out with the homeless sleeping on the sidewalk.
Now, when you drove to LA, did you find it weird coming down the mountain, into into the valley when the smog
I don't
hit?
even, I was probably sleeping.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't remember much.
we
Actually, I remember a lot of mountain driving. That's it. I have no recollection of getting into the city. Remember
oh,
being there,
so we're coming down because Vegas is a higher elevation.
right?
And so you come up over this crest and you start going down. And we're going down, you hit the smog, which is like a layer of clouds.
It was real.
It
When
was,
was it? 2004, you said?
yeah, yeah,
It
March of
was smoggy
2004.
then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. In the 90s, Phoenix was smoggy, but it would clear out on a good windy day in
Hmm.
Phoenix. I
I don't
spent a
ever
lot of
remember.
time in Phoenix.
I love Phoenix. I used to go to the improv there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's on a bucket list again. Um, yeah, I've never seen smog. I thought they got rid of that all in the 80s.
No, no, it was strange.
Seen videos.
Yeah. Once in a while, if I'm watching a Dodgers game and they show the city, you can kind of see it.
The
But I
satanic
think,
cult ritual.
yeah, the Freemason ritual,
Yes.
all threes and nines, all
Yep.
threes, divisible
Yep.
by three. I
Pyramids and diamonds and triangles.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a deep dive on that
I,
one.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, that's gonna take some research though.
Yeah, I need to have something in my brain. I just got surface information.
I remember because Kelly was in LA once without me, and I was here, and it just so happened the Cubs were playing the Dodgers. So, like the kids do today, they'll set up something, where they're streaming the same thing at the same time and
Right.
talk through it. We were doing that during the baseball game. That was about
You and your
08.
wife?
Yeah, she was in LA. And I couldn't believe how, you know, I thought there would be more of a delay since I think they were playing in Chicago. So I was closer. I was like, oh, the delay, I'm going to be way ahead of her. And, the pitches were about the same.
She a Cubs fan too?
Yeah.
Really?
Hmm. Yeah,
Because of
her
you?
dad, no, no,
No shit.
no. Her dad was a huge Cubs fan.
I don't get it.
My dad was not a baseball fan.
I get that.
He's a racing guy. He does not
I don't
like
get that either. I don't get much.
Yeah, yeah, he likes the racing.
That's an Indiana thing.
I don't
Uh,
know where that comes from.
Indiana
Yeah,
and the
well,
South.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, there's a whole thing. I was, well, you know me, I'm a complete geek, and when I get into something, I dig
I know
deep.
you do.
I do not stop until I
Just talked
learn.
about the music industry insides.
Well, you want to know about the history of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway? I could probably go on
Are
for,
you? I do. I used to go to time trials. That was
yeah,
fun
yeah,
as a
yeah,
kid. Got to see a lot of tits.
yep. Oh, a few
I
years
should take my
ago,
kid.
yeah, they don't do that anymore.
Damn
They cleaned that up.
it, Puritans.
Yeah. I don't know when they cleaned that up. I went in 90, no, what year was that? It was the year that they got to 220,
I don't even know what that means.
220 miles an hour or the fastest speeds were 220 miles an hour. And they had a t-shirt, life begins at 220. So it was probably 89, or I don't think I was driving yet. So probably 89. My cousins and I went, and we
To the time trials or the actual race?
we went to the time trials, and it got rained out that year. Richard Petty was driving the pace car around the track in the rain. Um, yeah. So they didn't actually, they might have qualified a car that day. I don't even know that they did that. And then, so we went back the next day, which was Mother's Day for the whole thing. But yeah, we snuck around. We tried to sneak into Gasoline Alley, but when you're what, 15, 14, 15 years old, they stop you pretty quick.
You got to look like you know what you're doing.
Well,
Throw
when you're
coveralls.
14 or 15, they know who to look for. They know who's going to try
Yeah,
to do that.
sneaking.
Yeah. Plus, you wear those lanyards and everything.
You got to
But
make fake.
yeah, you just make a fake one is
There
what
you
I would do
go.
today.
I
Yeah.
had a buddy who used to make fake tickets for concerts, and we'd go to the World all the time.
Oh, really?
Yep. And we'd get
Yeah.
caught half the time. They'd take our names. If we see you again, we're never letting you back in. We're going to arrest you all the time. One summer, I bet you I went to concert every weekend there.
Oh, that would have been fun.
It's good times.
But
Now I got,
you lived so much closer than I did to that.
I did
It was still an hour-ish for me to drive there.
probably a half hour from me
Yeah.
at that time.
And I'm so honest, I wouldn't have done that. So I might have tried it though. I tried it once.
If you had a friend who's like, hey, dude, I got a bunch of fake tickets. Let's see if we can get in here.
I might try it once. If we got away with it, I might try it again until we got
I'll
busted. And when
bond
somebody
you.
said, yeah, when the guy would tell me that I wrote your name down, if I catch you in here again, then that would scare me. I wouldn't do it again.
I get that. But I was young and dumb. I definitely wouldn't now because I'm an old pussy.
Yeah.
So what are we,
Today,
selling out. Selling
well,
out.
yeah. Well, we only have about 6 minutes left, so maybe we'll save that for another time.
Everybody sells out.
They do. They do. I mean, I've sold out before. It's probably a good thing that no one offered me that money, but then because I think about Charlie Kirk,
Hmm.
and I don't think he realized he was selling out the way he was.
I don't think he thought that at all. And I don't, especially in the beginning, it may have evolved to that. And he may
Right.
have
Oh,
realizing that at that time.
your eyes
And
get your eyes get like this. It's like they're gonna give me how much money? And then you're like, okay. And then now your business is built on that.
he started that at 17, right?
18 or 19.
I don't believe that.
He didn't start it. No, he was set up.
Yes, someone found it. And everyone around him was connected to someone, weren't they?
I
Wasn't
don't
his
know. I'd have to actually do some research on the beginning.
his dad
But
art was an architect, right? Or did something
his dad had
develop art
money.
from?
His dad had money. I think Arlington Heights, which we all know, or not we all know, but you and I know. that that's a pretty
North
ritzy
suburbs.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, not poor. Wasn't a poor guy.
No. A lot of Illinois money there.
Yeah. A lot of Illinois money. And I think once he started changing his views on, where a lot of that money was coming from, or the influence that a lot of those people had, I think that's when knew he was in trouble, because
Greed.
he's getting $2 million taken away from him this day, and he's however much money, who knows how much money he lost just by
So
putting.
donors were pulling money,
Yeah, the 2 days before he died, I'll pull it up sometime. We don't have time today, but yeah, two, I think it was 2 nights before he died. He was text messaging that another guy pulled out 2 million or 1 million.
so what was he doing that pissed people off?
He had Tucker and Dave Smith at an event in July, and he'd already been kind of wavering on the Israel thing. And
Right.
the way Tucker tells the story is that um, he wasn't going to say anything about Israel or any of that, because
Mm.
he knew that Charlie was already having problems with the donors, so he wasn't going to do it. And then right before he went on stage, and Megan Kelly's got a video of this. Charlie comes up to Tucker and goes, "Go Max.
Meaning
You could be as evil to the
to them,
Israel, yeah, as it to the Jizz Club,
to the Jizz Club.
to the Jizz Club. You can take on the Jizz Club if you want, sir." And
What was the other one we came up with earlier?
something coin shaper,
Oh, coin clippers.
coin
Coin
clippers,
clippers.
the coin
Yep.
clippers. Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, yeah, I mean, in that text message, it was like, yeah, I'm not going to be bullied by these guys anymore and everything. And
so that's the problem with selling. It's not even selling. He got bought and didn't even realize it.
he got bought and he didn't realize it. So I
And
guess
when you,
selling out is probably not the right term.
I could be bought so easily, I wouldn't even know it. I wouldn't see it coming. I probably never would. At least he saw it coming before he got his throat popped like bottle of champagne. But I would have never seen it.
Yeah.
I've been,
I think when people start pulling money from you, that your backers, once your backers started pulling money, you probably wouldn't notice it.
I would then, yeah. But I wouldn't know. But the reason they started pulling money was because he noticed it. So they wouldn't have had a reason. They won't have a reason to pull money from me.
Well, I think they'd already talked to him. They'd already had, so there's some discussion on some things that they had an intervention. Um, and
Boy, if I had a dollar for every time somebody had an intervention with me.
he they had this meeting up in the Hamptons, and supposedly, all this is alleged, I guess. Um, yeah, that prime minister for Illinois gave him a call, and was like, "We can take you to the next level." And from
Can you imagine? Go ahead.
what I've heard is what they've made since he's died is the next level.
Can you imagine being so influential that literal world leaders are calling you?
Right.
That's insane.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean, more or less a normal dude
Right.
in your 20s.
Oh,
Nuts.
yeah, I know. And he's making presidents and everything. He got
Yeah.
Trump elected twice. Once for sure.
Yeah. He was involved in the first round.
Yeah.
What was he, 20?
Yeah.
Well, how old was he? 27 when he died?
30
Oh, 32.
he was going to be 32. He was almost 32. This is going to end here in a second, man.
Oh, I see it.
Well, we'll continue this as next time.
Right on.
I'll send you a link.
Sounds good. Later.
Yep.